All right.
I think we're going live.
We're live. I see the little live countdown.
Yes, we've made it. We
We
did
did it.
it, Lacrosse.
Uh, this was a little bit trying.
But we managed. Welcome, everybody. We just thought we would honor uh, International Transgender Visibility Day. We're
Yeah.
both transgender people, and we both have our identities, which I think we could talk about tonight. But we also have a big announcement about our show.
Yep.
So I'm Hollis Taylor. I'm an author. I'm a psychic. I'm a total freak, witch, whatever you want to call me. And I identify as a non-binary trans man, natural trans man. Although recently I've gone on hormones for my own personal health reasons. And it was also an honor to uh, being transgender, being who I am. Uh, so anyway, Lacrosse, how about you go ahead and tell us about you?
Well, my name is Lacrosse Ortiz. I am trans. I am a trans man. I started transitioning about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Um, it's a mouthful. I am Puerto Rican, Jewish, Native American, atheist. I'm a jack of all trades master, and I'll just put a little melt. Here's the melting pot. That's me. And yeah, I believe you can be spiritual and be atheist. I do have native background. I was a Behike, which we call Behike a shaman. Well, you call a shaman, but we call a medicine person. I'm to a tribe, and yeah, that's pretty much sums me up.
Yeah, I think both of us have an interesting background, and we'll be happy to talk more about that on Sunday. I have more of a witch, pagan. I was brought up Christian, Catholic. I even went to a Catholic school.
Mm.
And later on, as I questioned more and more spirituality and religion, I realized that religion was not my path, that I was actually more spiritual. And in fact, Sunday night, we're going to talk about what's the difference between religion and spirituality. In fact, how do we define what is spirituality really? And that's what
Exactly.
we're here to announce. As transgender people, we're launching a show this Sunday at the banner should be going for you depending on your time zone.
Right.
It's 5 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, 7 p.m. Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll
Sure.
be live, and
Mm.
we'll have some guests on, some other transgender people or allies, and they'll be helping us define what is spirituality. And this is our
Mm.
first show, but many of other shows will be exploring topics like this. We'll be trying to answer questions outside of religion and stuff. We want to kind of go beyond that. And I think both of us have an interesting background. I think your atheist background, Lacrosse, is hella interesting. And for me, I just, I'm an astrologer and a
Right.
tarot. I'm kind of your typical white witch pagan.
Mm.
Um, Although I have a book called Divine Androgyny, which defines how being transgender is actually a spiritual path.
Right. No, it definitely is. When I think of like the whole atheist, I mean, a lot of people think, how can you be spiritual and be atheist? Or, because spirituality and a god or some form of supreme being is supposed to go hand to hand, and it doesn't work that way. Spirituality to me is that walk. We all have a different walk. So I don't necessarily believe in this great big divine God dictating my life. And that's where the religion comes in, because a lot of these thought patterns come from religion, that God designates your life. And we're hopefully going to steer away from some of that mindset and realize whether you believe in a supreme being or not, you choose your path, you find the path that works for you. So that's my opinion on that one.
Well, we've already got some viewers going on here, so we can wave out to our drag grandma. Well, my drag grandma, your ma,
My
Richard,
dragma. I'm
Whitley Dier, she's here, and or they are here.
yeah, I
And
don't know if I
Chase,
can actually.
Chase is a drag king. He's a fellow drag king. Welcome, Chase. I'm glad you tuned in. We are drag. We are both drag kings. We do know each other from the drag community.
Yeah.
We're both kind of in the same sort of drag family in a way. My drag mom is Jade DeVere. She has a different show, Inside the Drag Closet. And I think when we talk about drag, it will be more like how it serves as medicine for
Right,
us and
right,
how it serves as a spiritual path or enhances our spiritual path as a form of expression.
right, right, definitely. And how it actually it becomes a conduit for you mentally and physically and emotionally when you are in a transition, because I know a lot of people actually, not a lot, but I would say a good decent amount of people have done drag before they actually transitioned. It was like that little stepping stone, and I think that's important that we realize what medicine it is for the transgender person to be able to have that few 3 to 5 minutes of becoming themselves and feeling that masculine or feminine or whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. That's really important.
Absolutely. And for me, my experience was that when I did drag, I realized that even though I was a sort of a what they would classify as a male impersonator, meaning that I mostly pass as a man, as long as I don't talk. Um, but the thing about that was that when I explored that as drag as an outlet, I didn't find myself wanting to be a full on man.
Right.
I found myself more having both. So that it was a way for me to explore being a man, yet not having
Right,
to go through surgery and hormones. And now I'm on hormones for non-binary people.
right, right. Now for me it was more of a stepping stone. It was that moment I put that beard on and I was like, oh, there you are. Where have you been? I missed you, dude. It's been a week. I haven't seen you in a week. And it the whole ritual of the binding and all that was just such a beautiful, how do you say, like a rite of passage. And then when I was finally able to transition, it was, I don't know if I don't do as much drag as I used to. It doesn't mean I don't love doing it, because I love it, but I really don't do it as much as I used to, because now I get to live this. I get to live my life as a male. It's not a male illusion anymore. I am a man. So now I just do
Exactly. And
characters.
for me, it's kind of like exploring both sides and having
Yeah,
both sides. Day to day, I walk around as a both. And I think everybody has their own identity. And even for some people that are drag performers that are not transgender, that are cisgender, maybe they're queer or not, I think that the gender bending, regardless of how you come at it,
right.
is a spiritual path. I believe it's an
Absolutely.
expression of something beyond than we have here today, and we are intended to help change the world. All of us, every single one of us that pushes gender boundaries, whether you do it publicly or in private, you are meant to be here. And
Yep.
that's my big message. And I think Lacrosse stands with me on that.
Yep. Definite. And so with
And we
today
need you.
being, yeah, and with today being Transgender Visibility Day, um, that's the whole thing. We see you, and not a lot of people are fortunate enough to have, support a support group around them to help them through the transition. But this is our time to say we see you, we acknowledge you, we love you, and there's always a home. You just gotta find your people, and we're here, we're out here. So
And even if that means that right now you're living in the closet, some of us have to be in the closet for a variety of reasons, and I have some people like that I know, and I just want to say that we still see you. We know you're out there. We know that there are people out there that are struggling every day with their gender identity and with what it means to transition, even the physical experience of transitioning. And so we want to say that we appreciate you, we honor you. And if there's some people out there that are transgender and spiritual in some way, and you feel like you could help us discuss a topic, hit us up, send a message,
yeah,
get into our Facebook group, send us an email so that we can get you on the show. We want to include everyone. We want everyone to be seen. So here's our reach out to the world saying, transgender people, step up, especially you spiritual ones,
yep.
even you atheists and agnostic people.
Yep.
Come on. We're not worried about religion. We're talking about the soul.
Yep.
that we all know we have. So
Yep.
step forward, my friends. You belong.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And so it's going to be exciting for this Sunday. This is definitely going to be a nice it's well, you're going to have a lot of it's going to be an interesting conversation. You're going to have one extreme and the other.
I'm
So,
sure
I'm pretty
we got a couple.
excited. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
Yeah,
be
we got a
great.
couple of people. We got a few people, few gender variant people, I would say. Gender variant is my way of saying everyone that pushes gender boundaries, whether you do it in drag or
Right.
personally, privately, or if you're a transgender person. Uh, Gender variant is a person that challenges gender boundaries. So
Absolutely.
we're going to have a few people on Sunday night, and we'll all get together and discuss. And I think Lacrosse has got some special uh, ideas about dreams and stuff that he's going to bring forward. And
Yep.
I have tarot readings. I'll be pulling a card for everybody watching on Sunday night. So I hope you choose to join us on Sunday night. The ticker should be going by telling you exactly what time. So it depends on your time zone there.
Yep. Definitely. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
I see the ticker.
Well, I hope that all of you will join us on Sunday night and pick your time zone there and join us. And please reach out. If you're trans and you're spiritual, you got a show or a business or whatever you're up to, we want to hear from you. We want to lift you up. We want to celebrate you. We want you to come and join our discussion. This Sunday, we're going to be defining or trying to talk about what is spirituality. What is that? It is different than religion, I will assure you.
Yep, it is. And I think as we progress, we'll definitely be hitting a lot of nice subjects within that spirituality and clearing up a lot of misconceptions, because I know a lot of people have their ideas of what it is being native in spirituality, what it is being Wiccan or in witch or a practitioner and spirituality. I think we'll be able to clear up a lot of things, that misconceptions that people may have. We are not devil worshippers. uh, and if we are devil worshippers, that's okay too. So there it is. I mean, that's kind of from what I've gathered, that they're not too bad. So
actually, I'm pretty sure like the Saintness or whatever did a
yeah,
whole movement for BLM and for Pride.
yeah, exactly. And it's like they're not what people think they are. So, and I think that's the cool thing about this is we are going to be able to clear up so many misconceptions that are put out there. And at the end of the day, it's about educating, and learning and keeping an open mind and growing. And that's the most important thing. So,
so my friends, we are reaching out. We are looking for you. Join us on Sunday night. We hope you'll join us. And happy International Transgender Visibility Day.
yep.
Step
Always the
forward. We
flag.
want to make you visible. We
All
do
right.
exist. We do
Yep.
exist, and you cannot erase us.
Yep.
All right, my friends.
You guys have a great night, and thank you so much for stopping in and listening for the good news. The good news. I feel like I'm knocking at your door in church. Do you know the good news? Would you like to hear the good news?
Oh no. Yeah, but we have real good news. The
Yeah,
real.
real good news. This is.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Make sure you're visible, my friends, because you are real.
All right.